How are we going to do it? Products and methodologies that we use every day in the studio, we listen to hundreds of times, not just one time, not a quick A/B test. And we feel strongly that in-depth testing, coupled with critical listening, really critical listening, is not something that's happening a lot these days. And it's something that we can bring to our manufacturers, to educators in the field, to retailers where salesmen need to understand what they're selling, that we can educate them in the difference between an MP3 and high-res audio. But it starts with testing. It starts with knowing what we've got and knowing what we're listening to. Who better to listen than these guys? Let's talk about listening a little bit. Phil, Al? So, who's been in the studio longer than these guys?
I knew we were going to pay the price. Al Schmitt.
Phil Ramone.
We worked with Edison. And if we didn't get that right, I'd just like to say one thing about why I'm so proud to be a member of this group. But we are active. We're not theorists. We're going to actually take what we know. You spend so much time on a daily basis. We work a lot together. It's probably the most important thing for you to understand is that the passion and the reasons we do this. Now I am my own personal engineer. It's so critical for us because the next generation of young people need to enjoy. We've been making some great music, and the curiosity amongst young people is, where can I hear it and why does it sound so good? And it's not too different than when we first were part of HD in the first presentations. And you've been part of the history of jazz, pop, Sinatra. You know, I think we wouldn't have a career if we didn't have great, electronics to work with. We love these manufacturers that have joined us. I'll mention you guys in a second. Would you say something?
Hi. Well, you know, we talked about how good things sound in the studio and what we're trying to do to bring that. When I finish mixing and people are leaving, you know, we talk about this is as good as it's ever going to sound. No one's ever going to make it sound any better than that. And unfortunately, we, with the iPods and all, made things sound so badly. And we're just trying to raise the level. You know, I get new gear in all the time. People send me things all the time. And, you know, they test out great in the lab, but sometimes they don't work so well on my ear, and other times they do, of course. But I think that's the final test, is how good it sounds and what we're working on. And I think all these people that we have here are making equipment and gear that's stuff we can use every day and do.